Welcome to another Indie 1023 live session. Joining us today, Ilana Held, known as Mystee. I have to do this. It's in my contract. Play Mystee for me. Okay, we got that out of the way.
Okay.
You probably heard that reference many times with the name Mystee, no?
Wait, no, I don't know what.
Oh, see?
I thought you were like talking about Alexa or something.
Talking about a film that Clint Eastwood starred in many years ago. He was a radio DJ, and he had a stalker. And the stalker used to call and say, play Mystee for me. So that's something you should know moving forward. So when people say that joke like I just did, you'll understand what it's about. But welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome to our lounge, the Indie Lounge. And so a couple of questions, because I'm just getting to know you. You were originally from Boston, or born in Boston.
Yeah, I grew up in a town outside of Boston, but, you know, I say I'm from Boston because no one's ever heard of Boxborough, Massachusetts.
I have, actually.
Have you?
Is it
With
Foxborough?
a B? No, Boxborough
Boxborough.
with a B.
I'm thinking where the football stadium is. Yeah.
That's what we get a lot.
I see.
But, yeah, so Boston, basically.
And then you kind of spent a lot of your early years in Wales. Is that true?
Yeah, so, okay, I started in Boston. I went to college in Chicago, and then I was like, I want to live in the UK for a bit, you know, check it out. I found this master's program for songwriting in Wales, in Cardiff. So I went and did that, and then made a band and, like, loved it. So I stayed. It's a long story. Ended up getting deported for playing music, which is what I went there to do.
Wait, hold on. Back up for a second. You got deported for playing music. How does that happen?
So, I mean, I wasn't like officially deported, like with like the dogs and stuff coming to my door, but basically I went there on a student visa, and I was there to study songwriting, and I made a band, you know, as you do when you're studying songwriting. And basically the university got mad that we got a record deal and we were doing well, and they were like, you look like you're trying to succeed. And I was like, who isn't trying to succeed?
Isn't that what university is for?
You would think, right?
Yeah.
So they were like, go for this visa. You can't stay on your regular one that you have. So I went for that visa, found out at the very end of applying after 6 months that it didn't exist. So I got sent back to Boston for 9 months, waiting for a new visa from the record label. Finally got one. And then I came back. We recorded an EP that was supposed to like change our lives or whatever. We were about to leave for tour. And then January or February of 2020, lockdown started. Yeah. And I was trapped in my ex's house, who I was dating at the time. He had a studio. We did like a little duo during lockdown to make it kind of worthwhile. But
you became exes while you were living together?
No. There's a lot more. Okay, so sorry.
I'm sure you wrote a song or two about that.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Of course.
So yeah, I went back to Boston eventually because I gave up being stuck in someone else's house. And he was going to move to Boston and marry me, like to live in America, you know.
Well, that's another song.
Yeah, it is. That didn't work out, obviously. And that's when I started Mystee. I started like a lot of things that changed my life when I was living in Boston, but I started Mystee as a solo project. And decided I didn't want to stay in Boston because it like wasn't the right place for me for a lot of reasons. It was just like not.
Probably because the Red Sox were there.
Yeah, because I don't know, they were losing. Maybe I didn't pay attention. No, it didn't really.
But how do you wind up in Fort Collins then? You've been all over the world, and you wind up here in Colorado in Fort Collins. How does that happen?
Yeah, it seems pretty random, right?
It is. It's like, let's see. I'm going to take a map and just close my eyes and point. How do you pick Fort Collins?
So when I was in Boston, I found that it didn't really foster my creativity how I wanted it to. And I was like, I haven't found a city like in America that does what Cardiff did for me. Because Cardiff was like just a small, like very creative, like music obsessed city. And I couldn't find that anywhere. So I was looking around everywhere I could think of in America, mostly on the East Coast, and then I started branching out. But I was supposed to go back to Wales for, we like tried to reschedule the tour in 2021, and there was another wave of COVID, and I ended up breaking up with my ex and not going to Cardiff, and instead I went to a family vacation in Colorado. And on the airport on the way back, I was like, I do not want to leave Colorado and go back to Boston. Like, so I started.
It has that effect on people.
It was just amazing. So I started frantically Googling like towns in Colorado that are creative or whatever, and I found Foco MX randomly,
Sure,
and then I looked up Fort Collins, and
the music district is in Fort Collins as well.
Exactly, and I was like, any place that has a music district is going to be a good place for me.
Yeah.
And then I decided to go visit Fort Collins because I'd never been there and I didn't want to just move there blindly.
That's always good.
Yeah, and I'm glad I went. I almost didn't go because the night before I was playing roller derby and I knocked out my 2 front teeth.
Okay. Pause. We have to talk about that now. Roller derby. So your music is so beautiful and sensitive and personal.
Thanks.
And very sweet. And now you tell me you're in roller derby.
Yeah.
How did that happen for you?
You mean because it's like aggressive?
Yeah.
Well,
you don't come off as like, the what is the position that you play?
I usually am a jammer, which is
that's a tough position to play.
Well, you're basically the ball, kind of.
Yeah.
When people ask like, "Is there a ball in roller derby?" I'm like, "Yeah, me." I'm the ball. But yeah, I don't know. I used to figure skate when I was in high school. And I liked it, but I was like, I wish this was more of a team sport, like more aggressive, physical, whatever. Because it was just kind of pretty and I don't know.
Interesting.
And then
because there is hockey too.
Yeah, I know there is hockey. It was too much gear for me.
So you're in roller derby. You found your way into a sport that is very brutal.
Yeah.
And you lost your 2 front teeth.
I did. Yeah, these are fake. They did a good job.
The secret
though.
is out.
I went to visit my best friend in New York, like right after I got these teeth. And the first thing he said was like, "Is it possible they look better than they did before?"
Well, hopefully you've gotten really good at, you're still doing.
Yeah. Roller derby.
I can't stop thinking about the movie Rollerball, but so you're still doing roller derby.
Yeah.
And you've got the band now.
Yeah.
How do you balance and juggle?
It's a great question. Well, I also, on top of those things, I have a job at an escape room. And
they let you out.
Yeah, I let them out.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, I have that job, and then I also play gigs for this company called Sound Effects that puts on like shows in like nursing homes and places that wouldn't usually have music. So
that's very nice.
Yeah, it's really fun. But yeah, it is a lot.
That is the juxtaposition of being a roller derby jammer and then performing in nursing homes. That is a beautiful story. Are there any songs about that?
About comparison?
About what you do?
Not specifically about the juxtaposition, but that's a good idea. Maybe I'll write one.
Well, that's great. Tell us, what do you look forward to being in Fort Collins in Colorado? Probably the best music scene, in my opinion, the best music scene in the country because of the collaborative spirit.
Yeah, definitely.
So what's on your, short-term, long-term goals?
Well, it's funny because when I moved to Fort Collins, my long-term goal was to play a show at the Aggie. And actually, we're doing that April 28th, Foco MX. So it's happening a lot sooner than I thought, which is really exciting. So that's, I guess, my short-term goal now. Also this month we're playing like a lot of gigs. Like we have a gig at least every week. So next month we're going to take a month off from gigging probably and do some more recording and promotion and, take some photos, all that good stuff. So that's the short-term goal.
Well, silly idea, but if you would combine the recording studio and the escape room,
Hey,
Just
that could
a
be
thought.
cool. Escape the studio.
Exactly. You've escaped a few places apparently.
I
But
definitely
it's
have.
been great having you in the studio with us today,
It's been great being here. It's
and
a lot of fun.
great having you on the air for the local 303. We
Yeah.
love your music, and it's great to meet you finally, and for everybody else to meet you as well. Next time you see Mystee listed for a show, go check out Ilana Held, Mystee, and Indie 102.3, the local 303. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you so much. This is so fun.
Thank you.
Isn't it a wonder? Curses I am under. Hang me out to dry. I shouldn't even try. Wishing I was younger, stricken down by thunder. Lady passed me by. I shouldn't even try. Do you love her? I don't wanna know. Is it over? Gotta let you go. You should be smooth as brandy, someone that understands me. But you're stuck inside my throat like hard candy. Tell me all your secrets. She doesn't have to see it. I know I'm in the wrong, but you're stringing me along. There's something in your stories. It's like you wrote them for me. It's so hard to be strong when I'm trying to move on. Do you love her? I don't wanna know. Is it over? Gotta let you go. You should be smooth as brandy, someone that understands me. But you're stuck inside my throat like hard candy. Do you love her? I don't wanna know. Is it over? Gotta let you go. You should be smooth as brandy, someone that understands me. But you're stuck inside my throat like hard candy. Hard candy. Do you love her? I don't wanna know. You've made me so lonely, come apart at the seams. And I think of you always at night in my dreams. Do you think of me? Does it get hard to sleep? Blue skin in the summer and a knife through my teeth. But you make me feel younger, and I make you believe in something you can't see. And were we meant to meet? Yeah, I wanna break my bones so I can't feel you anymore. I'm lying face down on the floor. You make me sore. Late night in the grocery, you were holding my hand. But you don't even know me, so you don't understand how I hear your name. So much I feel insane. Yeah, I wanna break my bones so I can I feel like I'm chosen when you whisper my name, softer than the sea. Don't ever set me free. Yeah, I wanna break my bones so I can't feel you anymore. I'm lying face down on the floor. You make me sore. 2 years in a downward spiral. Cheap beer and a fear gone viral. Shots fired and swallowed. Sand castles in the tomb. Scars open and put on trial. Every time I think I see the light, it's just another firefight. Ember, ember, smoking in my soul. When you're gone, the ember takes its toll. Two hits and I'm going nowhere. I'm still strapped to this roller coaster. Burn bridges and letters and toss the smoking gun. Lay low till it all blows over. Every time I think I see the light, it's just another firefight. Ember, ember, smoking in my soul. When you're gone, the ember takes its toll. Every time I think I see the light, it's just another firefight. Ember, ember, smoking in my soul.